How's it? Hang loose. Mongoose Max Hawaii channel here, and this is Crypto Corner. I haven't done one for a little while, and it's about time because there's a lot going on in the ODUWACOIN world. In the cryptocurrency sphere, things are happening. And we're going to get into that real quick. Try to make this not too long. Just small disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever we do with our assets, whether they be changing them into cryptocurrency, exchanging on the exchanges, buying and selling, or whatnot, we're going to have to take our own responsibility for our losses and our own responsibility for our gains. So they turn that on airplane mode. And speaking of airplane mode, it's a good segue to ODUWACOIN. The team has gone over to Dubai. That's right. That country way over there. There's a city there. There's much, I don't know much except the giant pictures and the most tallest tower. There's a lot of big money type of activities that go on there. And one of those was a summit, a kind of a conference of a lot of cryptocurrency. And it was called WOW, World of Web 3, I think, because World Wide Web is going to be built on blockchains, and it's going to be the apps and all kinds of different things. It's like World Wide Web, WWW1, let me rephrase that gently. World Wide Web number 1.0 was the kind where you look into the world and see stuff. You could just see a picture, see an article. WWW, World Wide Web 2.0 is when you can interact. And that's what we have now. Pretty much. That's the web. That's the internet. Where we go, oh, I can put in my information and I can submit something and I can start it off with chat rooms. And now it's World Wide Web 3.0 with all the blockchain stuff, which is a technology which is going to really develop a whole new level of World Wide Web internet. So they went to WOW in Dubai. And here's the significant thing about ODUWACOIN, because we're all in this kingdom, ODUWA kingdom, the ODUWACOIN team members are extending out into connecting into associations and affiliations with other companies.
These are things that you can protect. These are IPs that are going to blockchain right now. I want Africa to participate. Bring your collections to the internet. Let people know that you guys are creative people. You suffer and you make money. So there are many ways to make money in the cryptocurrency space. Now that we're talking about NFTs, NFTs are now fungible tokens. That means art galleries that you can mute in the blockchain and no one can erase with a signature. And you can sell to people, the interested buyers that want to know the culture of Africa, the culture of Ghana, Zimbabwe, Nigeria. Bring those collections out to the NFT market and make some money. Very important.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Talk shit.
And let's talk a little bit just to film details. So it's already off topic. So what do you think about really how the NFTs can change the market of Africa, especially art and stuff?
You're looking for friends with
Yes.
we are looking for every payment. We make sure that he's here and he's helping out people like you and in general. Africa region, right?
Pan Africa.
I'm so sorry.
If you go to Google, you say Pan Africa coin. What do you do about it? The person of Ghana, everybody talk about it.
There are 50,000 communities right now. I was telling him how we're planning an event in Africa, and maybe if we see common areas.
Yesterday we just launched our first vending machine. We're taking to Nigeria.
Now, this is the great one. This is the one. Okay, this is worth a little dramatic pause. In Bitcoin, early history, Bitcoin, it was meant to buy things. I want to buy a cup of coffee. Oh, okay. I will use Bitcoin. Here's my QR code. Thank you for the coffee. Quick and easy. Bitcoin. That's what it was started off. That's what it was meant to do. It's not meant to be the gold brick that it is now, the store of savings of Fort Knox in crypto value. It started off to be an exchange. Now that's what ODUWA Coin is now, reclaiming this function, this purpose of being a simple exchange. And I can person to person, business to business, and it's meant to help Africa, but it's going to help anybody who's going to be a part of it, and it is big. That's why ODUWA Pay, which was the app on the phone, is the app on the phone where you can just exchange ODUWA Coin. I can buy that with ODUWA Coin. Okay, I'm done. But what is the first milestone? Well, the first milestone would be, when can I buy my little cup of coffee for easy free? When can I get my, when can I do this? When is it going to really happen? When is it the actual thing? Well, it's started, it's begun. And let me show you this. The ODUWA team was in Dubai. ODUWA Coin is now connected to something called iVEND Pay, like as in vendor and pay. So like ODUWA Pay, you can just buy something. iVEND Pay is a company. And what happened was they got there in Dubai, hooked up with them as well. And I'm going to show you something. First, there's an image of my little banner for Simplex right there. So ODUWA Coin is now available for purchase through Simplex. So Simplex, which is very well known, it's very connected. People going on there can just buy a ODUWA Coin, simple, on Simplex. So on Simplex, it combines with other affiliations which can be made. So it's kind of connecting to other affiliate companies in crypto. Now this one is iVEND Pay.
This is a milestone for us. We are the first Pan-African cryptocurrency with its own native blockchain since 2018.
This one is iVEND Pay.
Simplex.
Now what we have is...
We're going to Coinbase. We went live today on News BTC.
Now this one is iVEND Pay. Now here you see Bright Enabulele, and he's in Dubai at the W.O.W Summit. Now what you have here is a vending machine, and he's showing how simple it can be. So it's crypto sending on that and using the QR code, as you can see. And you can get your ODUWA coin, put it, send it, but basically you're sending it to the vending machine to get basically your cup of coffee. In this case, I think it's a soda. So let me turn on the sound and watch this for a little bit.
For the amount, make sure you have the right amount. 0.7393. So we wait for the payment. He's checking on the payments. So, bring the order. And now we have a
It's a soda! It's a soda from the vending machine. That's historic. Now, that's not an outlier. That's not a one-time situation. That's like the first time, I guess. Well, one of the first times, right? Because I must have tested it to see if it worked. But that's like the first time at this W.O.W Summit in Dubai. It's shown that it can do a coin.
We went live today.
Simply
we're going to show you guys today
to a vending machine, and you can get your cup of coffee or soda or whatever out of iVEND. Now, this is very important. Right now, this is in 100 locations. Okay, 100 locations.
And right here is ODUWA Coin.
So you connect it up there and
click on
select
ODUWA
ODUWA
This is
Coin,
called
what
Smart
crypto
Pay.
you want to buy, and there's
Cashless society. You don't have to have your cash. Whether it's in the airport,
there's that QR code that you can scan. You have a little scan thing and scan the QR code, and it's hooked up to your ODUWA Pay, and then you can put a little ODUWA coin to the vending machine and get your soda. This is like epic. Now, when I was setting this, this finicky OBS streaming program up to do my cryptocurrency video, I wanted to show you some other things. Well, I wanted to go over to, that's right, the coin market indicators. But first thing is that medium.com is another way which people can connect up to information and what's going on. It's ODUWACOIN.medium.com. Let me bring this down and show you. ODUWACOIN.medium.com. Okay, that's the web address. And ODUWA Blockchain Solutions is on here. It has a different menu on this side and has connected thing. I don't know if that's Telegram connectors, but anyhow, this is where some of these articles, and you can learn a lot more in that regard. And here is the Simplex article. We just look at this just a little bit. It's a 2-minute read. It even shows, oh, never mind. Well, it's a 2-minute read. It just tells you about Simplex and that sort of thing. So we know where we're going with the Simplex. It shows you about Simplex. Now, this is what happened today. I went over to see CoinGecko. Okay, what's our price looking at? Because I haven't been on there. I mean, you wanna. I want to look at the first off, you know, with things. You want to look at Bitcoin and what Bitcoin's doing. It's about 40,000 or 42,000, and see kind of what's going on in that macro space of the larger market of the coins. And not ODUWACOIN is on its own blockchain, mind you, but so this is what I got. I went down to see the ODUWA price chart, and I thought, okay, let's see what's going on here. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's, you know, because I'm used to it being at 40 cents. Now here's something that's going to be interesting about 40 cents, because they're at Dubai and having this summit. It's getting recognition, it's getting traction, as this is marketing on the macro scale. It's not just, it's good at word of mouth, is the best, but this is like the macro thing. So this is going to be changing prices. Now I looked at the coin market price, and here it is. This is today, the 22nd, and then all of a sudden, whoa, it went down to 8 cents. 8 cents. I couldn't believe this. I mean, I was just, okay, let me put this over here so you can see this. It went down to 8 cents. I thought, oh my gosh. But you look at the total volume, 5,000 is being traded, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like about 450 bucks. It's being traded at 8 cents. I was like, are you kidding me? What? And then it's back up. And then I went over here to Coin Market Cap. So if I go over here, you see this is Coin Market Cap. This is, I check in with Coin Market Cap because it's a lot more familiar to people. So it's more familiar to me. So anyways, when I was looking at this is just in one day, right? So this is today. Well, let's check out the 1 month. Look at this. Look what's going on. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, let me bring this over. Look at this. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. I was thinking, what is going on? It looks like 30 cents. This is the beginning of March. This is mid-March. Beware the Ides of March, March 15th, right there. Quite good. And then also there's these huge clunks in it. And Michael of the ODUWA team explained this to me one time. He's like, oh, you know what that is? It's like the exchanges going back and forth and everything. And they're over in the crypto summit in Dubai. I mean, they're there at this point and they're coming back. So this kind of stuff might have something to do with that. But look at the price. It was like 12 cents, 7 cents. Look at over here, 11 cents. I'm like, oh, what? And I went back to this one, and I saw 8 cents. This is today. So I immediately flipped out and went to see if I could go onto the trade market. I use Stex because Stex, when ODUWA has a low price, you usually find it on Stex. So if you're into the trading or buying a ODUWA coin off an exchange, if you're comfortable with that, check out Stex. Stex, the exchange. Stop the invasion of Ukraine. You can donate to that. Okay, here's my balance. I have different balances here. What I did was I went into to see how much I had in this little Bitcoin, because I use it to trade sometimes. I can't pass on that price. So I went and I bought a ODUWA coin. I'm just waiting for it to show up in here. It hasn't showed up here yet. I'm just waiting for it. Oh, deposit history. So there's withdrawals. You can take it out of Stex. Stex seems to have some interesting prices for a ODUWA coin if you want to buy. See, I bought here before. So on the deposit thing, it's still blank right now. It's still waiting. They're processing it. Oh, there's a notification. Better not make this long. Get yourself the KYC verification and all that stuff, and be on Stex. Put a little bit of a different crypto in there, Ether or whatever. I try to use a teeny bit of Bitcoin, just a little bit of Bitcoin to do these exchanges. And then put that in the Stex, and then offer to buy a whole bunch of ODUWA coin at 8 cents. Under the history, checking out the deposits. This is the latest one, today's date, March 22. It's processing. So, oh my, the suspense. And there's another reason why it might be going really low too. And that's another story. I don't know. Some coins were stolen in the past. I call it pirated. It has nothing to do with security. All the ODUWA coins are very, very secure. But a chunk got taken, and that's a whole story. And the person who did that might be selling them for like cheap. So every once in a while, it's like someone's selling them for cheap. And it's like, what's going on? And just buy them up when they're really slow, because that's not going to happen. That's not going to go on for too long. Look at just bounce back up to 40 cents. So while I'm waiting for my little bit of Bitcoin to go onto Stex, I can't bring up Stex on this computer. It's technical stuff. So what I'm looking for on the Stex to see if my thing's confirmed, I was all antsy. And now I'm thinking, oh, am I going to get this price? I don't know if I'm going to get the price, because look, March 22nd, it's already back. It lasted, what did it last? Okay, 4 o'clock somewhere to, it lasted for an hour and a half at 8 cents. Not very long. But now I have a little teeny bit in Stex. I'm waiting. So if it does this little dip again, maybe I can be on it. And that will be that. So once again, so that's about it. Hope not make it too long. But remember, they were in Dubai. The team, ODUWA, was in Dubai. Bright was in Dubai. Michael and some other gang, I don't know all everyone's names. And demonstrating this to a major crypto world. And watch the prices, okay? Watch your prices. And also, watch them to buy ODUWA on the low, because when you get it on the low, you put it in your mining wallet, you're going to be hanging in there good time. HODL is just sort of accumulate, not just never spend it, because we're going to be doing ODUWA Pay with stuff like this. It'll be all over the place. This is what catches on. This is what people who don't know about crypto a little bit or any are going, oh really? You can do that? Well then, it has a purpose, not the grand purpose of the ODUWA kingdom. They don't know that quite just yet. Anyways, so that's it for right now. Take care and aloha.